Today I'm going to show you how to rebuild these rockers and change them from looking like this to this. Welcome back to Beetle Bus Farm. I'm Lucas. The first thing we need to do is get this rocker stripped down. I'm just going to get a screwdriver and lift it up. Once we've got that clip off, there should be 3 washers, but one of them is a wavy washer which goes in the middle of them. I'm going to get this tub so we can put all our parts in. Once that clips off, we should be able to pull this piece off. Just going to get some lubricant, try and loosen it up because it is quite tight. Just knocking it off very lightly. You've got to be really careful with these because they can snap. So this is really tight and don't want to come off, so I've just got some of this. I'm going to scrub the edge and hopefully clean any rubbish off that's stopping it from sliding away. Get a bit more lubricant on. Now hopefully it should come off. There we go. Once that's off, we also need to get this block off. This should slide off as well. Try and clean up as much rubbish off it as possible so it slides off easily. This block is also seized on, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this rocker and hopefully knock them both off. It's doing it very slowly. There we go. That's the block off. So you're probably wondering why I'm actually using this, and it's because I don't have a hammer that's this small. You don't want to use a big hammer because it might break your part. I'm going to go over with this again because it's very hard to get the parts off. So hopefully it should slide off now. There we go. So as you can see, we need to take all these off, then we should be left with just the bar. There we go. So all this side of the bar seems really tight for this to come off. As soon as I get to there, it just won't go past. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off from this side. So I managed to knock the pin out from the bottom. I can get the pliers and easily pull it upwards. I'm going to get this adjustable spanner and knock it all down. As you can see, it is actually coming. There we go. That's all the parts. Now I've got the rockers stripped down. I'm going to go over them with some wire wool, or you can use a wire brush. It's just going to knock all the heavy bits off. Don't forget to clean on the insides, because that's the bit that actually matters. Now I've cleaned all the parts up by hand, I'm going to get a rag and wipe them down. This is just getting them ready for the vapour blaster, which will get all the rest of the grime off. Right then, let's get our stuff in the vapour blaster. Look at that where I've done. It's doing a great job. Look at that. Look at the difference from where I've done and where I haven't done. It's excellent as this vapour blaster. Let's get going and carry on doing the rest. That's that done. Let's get some of the other parts. See how well this cleans up. look at the difference. It's night and day. Look like brand new, does that? Compared to this old one. The bars also come out great. Let's carry on and get the rest of the parts sorted out. That's doing it really nice. Right then, that's everything done. Let's get the other set in and get them vapor blasted as well. So all the parts are cleaned up really nice. I'm just going to put these washers and everything in, and hopefully they'll clean up really nice as well. There we go, it's doing a great job. Look at that. After a couple hours of cleaning, I've got both of the rockers cleaned up. I didn't bother putting them in the ultrasonic cleaner because they seem to come out great anyway. So let's get building them up. So the first thing I'm going to do is have a look at these. As you can see just here, there's a little hole there that comes out inside here, which is so the oil can lubricate. So let's see if it's blocked up. There we go, that's great. So I'm going to do that to all of them to make sure there's nothing blocking the passages. Because if there is, it can lead to the rockers getting seized up. To do that, I'm just using some compressed thinners, which can use anything, such as air. Now I know that all the passages are clean, I've got some engine assembly lube. And this just helps it get going when you put it on your engine. And the next thing we need to do is get one of these clips on to hold everything in place. As you can see, there's two types of washers. One of them's wavy and the other one's flat. So you get one wavy one and two flat ones, and you squash them together like a sandwich. Then we can get an actual rocker. Make sure to angle it the right way. The next thing I've got is this block. Here's a close-up. Make sure to put this block on the right way with the curved bit towards these. I'm not sure if that matters, but that's how it was together before. Then we're going to do the same method again and put two flat washers in between a curvy one. Then we're going to get a clip to hold this side in place. It's also a good idea to keep the clips the same way. As I said, it is quite hard because you've got to compress the washers. There we go. As you can see, the washers compress, which allows these to move. Then we need to get another clip and put it here to separate these two. Then we'll do the same method again with the washers. And build it up exactly the same as the other side. At the end we do the washers exactly the same again, and then we need to get the clip here to hold it all into place. There we go. That's this set built up, but we can't forget to loosen these. You can do this beforehand, but I've chosen to do it afterwards because it was really tight. So these nuts are loosened so that it can be set to your engine. I've got a socket, hopefully this will do a better job. There we go. I'll do that to each one. And that's them all loosened up. I'm also going to twist these screws to make sure they're nice and free. And one's really tight. There we go. Let's try this one. That one's fine. So that's them all freed up. I'll put a bit of oil on each bit of thread to prevent it from sticking again. That's one set done. Let's do the other one in time lapse. Look at the difference from an old one to a rebuilt one.